This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to use Canva. You're going to be on the home page here and sign in using your Google account. That'll access all of the free features that Canva has and all of the pro features. So go ahead and log in with your Google account for RSU14 and it'll bring you to this page here. Now for your class and making an infographic, you can actually just search for infographic right here. Click on infographic. Once you're in here, go ahead and click any of them. If you like one that you see, that's fine, but if not, just click on it and do customize this template. And in here, you'll be able to find a lot more. So if you are doing something about nature, you can type in nature and you can find a bunch of different nature themed infographics. If you have different specifications per your teacher, maybe you need like 5 sections or you need to have pictures and you need to have information, make sure that you're looking for one that works for you in that way. So maybe this one right here, you're not going to be able to find a lot, be able to put a lot of information in here. So maybe that's not the best one for you. So go ahead and just click through ones that you like. And then once you find one, I'll show you what to do. All right, so let's say this is the one you chose and you're happy with. It meets all of the criteria for your class. Obviously, there's things in here that you're not going to need and you need to either delete or add new things for. So it's all in not our language that we are going to be using, which is on purpose so that you can't just take this and say it's yours. So what I'm going to do is, depending on what I'm making this infographic for, I want to go through and find things that are going to work for me. So your biggest tool is going to be this elements section over here on the left. You click on that and you can type in 1 or 2 words into the elements to find what you're looking for. Now, sometimes Canva only picks up on one of the words if you use 2, like the Great Depression is not actually showing me the Great Depression. It's showing me different, either something that's really great or something that's in the Depression part of our world. So you really want to make sure that you're using words that are specific to what you're looking for. So if I'm looking for a birch tree, I'm going to put that in and then I'm going to go to the graphics section. The photos is fine, but the graphics look really cool on an infographic. I'm going to press see all. So maybe I'm researching birch trees and I really like this one right here. I'm just going to click on it. It's going to bring it in. Now, I don't need this plant here, so I'm just going to delete that. But I'm going to bring this in, make it a little bit smaller, and kind of set it up like that. I think that maybe I'm talking about the bark here. So birch tree bark. If I need to zoom in, I can zoom in using these toggles down here. And then I need to type something in here that is about the birch tree bark. Let's say I wanted to talk about the leaves, birch tree leaves. I'm going to get rid of this plant here and put something in about the leaves. Now, obviously, I want to make sure that what I'm putting in here is actually what I'm looking for. If I'm doing the research, I want to make sure the stuff on my infographic is exactly what I'm looking for. So sometimes you might not find what you want, but it will say the most of the time you will find it. So maybe this is birch tree leaves. And then I'll talk about birch tree leaves here. Make sure you are putting in a title, birch trees. Maybe it says in Maine. You can also change the font up here if you don't like the font that they're giving you. You can also, which is kind of cool, some people like this, there's effects, and you can change the way that your text looks. Some people like to have a little bit of a curve here, and you can edit the curve to have more or less. Maybe I need to put a little picture in there as well of a birch tree. So let's see if I go to birch tree and make it nice and small and put it right there in the middle. Something like that. If you have your own images that you want to bring in that you've taken outside of this, that's not in Canva, you just go to uploads and you can see here I have some pictures from sports teams that I've been using. But you can totally upload your own pictures in here. You can also draw on your infographic, and this is where you can add some different text features as well. So, to recap, this is an infographic. Under the design feature, I looked up nature. You could look up trees if you wanted to. And your biggest tool that you're going to be using is this elements section right here, where you can search for different elements to use. They don't have a background, which is really useful. But you want to go through and delete the different things that you're not going to need for your infographic, and then add ones that you will need. So this is just a good outline. Feel free to delete anything you need or add anything that you want. It's up to you. It's your infographic. You can change anything you want about it if you don't like the layout of it. When you're ready to share it and download it, you're going to press the share button, and you're going to press download. So once you download it, any edits that you make to it will not go to that download. So you want to make sure that this is your final product. You're ready to go. Press download. I would recommend flattening it, especially if you're going to print it. If you're not going to print it, a JPG or a PNG will be fine. I'm just going to do a JPG. Press download. And it should show up in your download section once it is done, up here in the right-hand corner of your screen, and also in your downloads. So now, obviously this is not done, but this is my infographic here. All right, that's all. Have fun.